My daughter didn't let me walk her down the aisle in one shoe. My restaurant closed down due to a crisis. I suffered huge losses and went bankrupt. When my daughter found out, she made a big scene. Either you pay for my modeling school in Paris like you promised, or I leave and marry the first guy I meet, she yelled. The financial crisis hit everyone, so with no other options, I became a janitor. I washed floors in offices across town, but I still failed to gather even a fraction of what I needed. Beat after work, I dragged my feet home, only to see Megan on the porch with a suitcase. "Time's up," she declared. "I'll have the money by tomorrow," I promised. Next day, I gave Megan the money for her dream, and she flew to Paris happy as could be. The sale contract said I had only 1 hour to move out for the new owners. All the money from the sale went to Megan's studies, while I moved into a beat-up trailer on the outskirts. Still, I was glad I'd given my daughter a decent future. I still worked as a janitor, never sparing myself. Meanwhile, Megan was climbing the career ladder as a model and looking at me from the covers of glossy magazines. But every time I called her, she'd only talk about herself and never asked about me. I didn't see my daughter for 3 years. Honestly, I was glad she didn't visit. I couldn't imagine a top model in my trailer. Then, all of a sudden, I was invited to her wedding. I sold everything I had to buy a ticket to Paris. I was finally going to see Megan. I couldn't afford a room, so I spent the night before the wedding under a bridge. When I woke up, one of my shoes had been stolen. I had no phone or money for a cab. I ran full out. I couldn't be late for the wedding. And I totally forgot about my missing shoe. My bare foot was the first thing Megan noticed. "You're not walking me down the aisle in one shoe," she said haughtily. I told her I'd spent my last dime to get here. "I don't need a poor, homeless dad." She was fuming. Megan kicked me out of her wedding. "I'll tell everyone you died." Her words cut me like a knife. After 3 years of hard work, I got my life back on track. I got my house and restaurant back. I had everything again. Everything but a daughter. I didn't even see her on the covers anymore. But one day, my barefoot daughter knocked on my door. She'd gained weight after childbirth and had to quit modeling. Her husband only wanted her slim and successful, so he threw her and the baby out. I had nowhere to go. I sold my shoes to buy a ticket home. "Daddy, please forgive me for all I've done," she begged me tearfully. I brought out a pair of slippers for her. "Are you asking me to leave?" Megan burst into tears. "God, no! Welcome home," I said with a smile and held my daughter tight. Maybe some of you don't agree with me and think my daughter didn't deserve forgiveness, but true love is patient and forgiving. Plus, I'm also to blame for raising her that way. I used to cater to her every whim, never saying no. Each of us learned a lesson. I'm very glad I gave my daughter a second chance. She took it and changed. And now I couldn't be happier because I have everything.